Hey guys, it's Jack from FloridaExpunge.com. And we've been so busy over the last couple of weeks helping people file petitions to seal and expunge, an old criminal allegation or criminal arrest. And it's amazing. I get so excited when I can tell a person that it's almost like hitting the reset button, where something from your past is holding you back from getting a job or an apartment or maybe some type of licensing. A lot of times people come to us to seal and expunge an old criminal case, because they're having a problem getting licensing. Maybe it's for real estate. I've done a tremendous amount of these for registered nurses, RNs, and things of that nature. But whatever the situation is, I wanted to let you guys know how it works. A lot of people, it's really frustrating. I've been an attorney since the early 90s. And when I first came out of law school, I did criminal defense work and traffic tickets and things like that. And I still to this day am amazed at how many criminal defense attorneys will handle a case for a person in any county in Florida, and for any type of case, misdemeanor, felony, whatever it may be, and they finish the case, and they never even tell the person that the next step when they're done with probation, or if they don't have probation and the case was dismissed, it's so important to be able to seal and expunge that case. But most of the attorneys just say, well, the case is over, and they don't even tell the person that it's always going to be on their record in Florida, their permanent criminal history record, until they seal and expunge the case. I don't get it. I don't understand why they don't follow up and tell the person what they need to know. But whatever. So I figured I would do this quick video and let you guys know a little bit more. So here's the deal. A lot of you ask me questions and think, or maybe you got bad information, that a criminal report is similar to a credit report. And I get these calls all the time that ask, well, it was 10 years ago or it was 7 years ago, so didn't it fall off? There's no such thing as falling off. It's a permanent criminal record. The only way that an arrest comes off your record is if you seal it or expunge it. So it doesn't matter whether it's 20 years ago. I get calls from people that are being held back from a new job and things, and their only case was 15 or 20 years ago. It does not fall off. You have to seal and expunge it. So what are the qualifiers in Florida? It's real simple, guys. To qualify for a sealing or an expunging in Florida, all right? First of all, you cannot have any convictions, whether it's this case that you're talking about or any criminal case. You cannot have a DUI that you pled out, because that is a conviction. Other cases do not automatically get convicted. You can get what's called a withhold of adjudication. If you have other withholds of adjudication, that's fine. But you cannot have any criminal, misdemeanor, felony, or criminal traffic cases that ever resulted in a conviction. If you do, you cannot seal and expunge any case in the state of Florida. Okay? That's the most confusing rule that people don't seem to understand. All right? They come to me and they say, well, my petty theft was dismissed, so I should be able to expunge it. And then they tell me that they had a DUI, and the DUI was years ago, but they pled it out, which resulted in a conviction. And they want to know why they can't seal or expunge their new case because it was dismissed, and they don't seem to understand that you cannot have any convictions in the state of Florida. Okay? Doesn't matter what happened in another state, but you cannot have a conviction in the state of Florida. All right? Number 2 qualifier. Obviously, you can't have a criminal case, even if it's your first criminal case, and if it resulted in a conviction, you can't expunge or seal it. Okay? Now, if it resulted in a withhold of adjudication of guilt or a dismissal, which they sometimes call a null pros or a no info, we can definitely go forward with a petition to get it wiped out. All right? Now, how long does it take? There's 2 to 3 steps in the process, right? Depending on how busy the state attorney is, how busy Florida Department of Law Enforcement is, it can take anywhere from 3 months to about 6 to 7 months. I know that's a big range. I don't want to tell anybody that it can be done quickly, because it can't. It's a process, right? So we get people started very, very quickly with the process. You can learn more about everything I'm telling you and watch all the videos that answer your questions on our website, FloridaExpunge.com. I'll put it in the description, okay? We handle the entire process. You do not have to go to court or anything. The only thing you need to do is retain our services, and then once you retain our services, we will give you the link on our website to download the documents. There's only a few documents. Once you download the documents, you have to call us to go over the documents with you on the phone so that they're filled out properly. We don't want to have to do it 2 or 3 times. We don't want to slow the process up. And there's a few things that need to be notarized, which you can get done at your bank or your UPS store, wherever there's a notary. And you do have to do the fingerprint card, which you can do at any local police agency. Not a big deal. Just bring your ID and they'll do it for you. And once you do the steps that we explained, you're going to send all the originals back to us and you're done, right? And then we will let you know as the process continues and when we're at the end, right? And at the end, the judge will sign an order. You will get a copy of the order. That order tells the clerk of court to wipe out and erase anything to do with that arrest and all the charges that are associated with that specific arrest, right? They will also send a copy to the police agency and most importantly, FDLE in Tallahassee, who will take it off of your permanent criminal record. Okay? And that's really the way the process works. We can answer questions for you, and we can make sure that you're qualified if you're still unsure of the qualifications. Visit the website, FloridaExpunge.com. You're going to get all your questions answered. Our phone number is there. And there's an intake form or an inquiry form that you can fill out. And then we'll call you and review your case with you, or you can use the phone numbers that are there to call us directly. We're always here to help. We have been doing seal and expunge cases in Florida for longer than everybody, basically. When I started doing this, there was nobody that was really focused on helping people get a reset, right? And get these things off of your permanent background, all right? So check out FloridaExpunge.com. And by the way, now there's a bunch of attorneys doing this, and I get calls all the time, the pricing that these attorneys are charging to do this. Well, I'm still doing it for the same price I've been doing it for years. And it's about half the price of what these other attorneys that are now doing it for. So be very careful, right? Be very, very careful. Give us a call. We will help you through this process. We've done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these over the years. We're more than happy to help you. We do this for any county in the state of Florida, right? As long as your case was in a Florida county and it did not result in a conviction, we can help you. I look forward to working with each and every one of you. Give us a call or shoot us a message from the website, and we'll be happy to take a look and get on the phone and do a free consultation and let you know exactly what we can do and if this might work for you. It's only one phone call away for you to hit the reset button, and we're here to help. Have a great day, and we'll see you on FloridaExpunge.com.